Hello, you're kicking off Saturday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with MINH and here come headlines. A cozy new year has come to border area. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính meets with Lao Party General Secretary and President. Vietnam, an attractive destination to foreign investors. With the goal of ensuring warm and joyful Tet for people in border areas, leaving no one without Tet, on January the 9th, Border Guard Spring Worms Heart of Border President's Program took place in Pathan Commune, Sino District, Lai Châu Province. President Lương Cân attended and celebrated with the locals. The event also saw the attendance of General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, Deputy Prime Minister Hồ Đức Phước, along with leaders from central ministries at Lai Châu Province. The Border Guard Spring Worms at the heart of Border Residence Program, now in its 10th year, is a meaningful initiative organized by the Border Guard Command and relevant agencies to support the poor, policy beneficiaries, and border and island residents. In Pathan Commune, the program featured various activities, including geodome stalls, presenting gifts and breeding cows to national contributors and disadvantaged households, providing scholarships for underprivileged students, and free medical checkups for local residents. President Lương Cân engaged in cultural activities with the local community. He also presented gifts to local authorities and armed forces of Pathan Commune, while providing breeding cows to needy households. Impressed by the efforts of the officers, soldiers, and local party committees and authorities in supporting the people during Tet celebrations, President Lương Cân praised the humanitarian initiatives and models designed to assist the people, highlighting the Border Guard Spring Worms, the heart of Border Residence Program. Spring is the season of love, affection, and sharing, which warms people's hearts and sparks hope for better things in life. I hope and believe that the tradition of unity, compassion, and kindness of the Vietnamese people will continue to grow and spread even more widely in this new period. The total value of gifts sent by the military and civilians nationwide to the border area through the program in 2025 is nearly $1 million. These heartfelt gifts, filled with comradeship and solidarity, have helped people in remote areas enjoy a joyful and warm Tet holiday. On January the 10th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính met with Lao Party General Secretary and President Thongloun Sisoulith in Vientiane as part of his visit to co-chair the 47th meeting of the Vietnam-Laos Intergovernmental Committee for Bilateral Cooperation. Welcoming the Vietnamese Prime Minister, the host leader affirmed that the parties, state, and people of Laos always attach importance to and give the highest priority to the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between Laos and Vietnam. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính congratulated Laos on its successes in 2024 and expressed his confidence that under the clear-sighted leadership of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, headed by Thongloun Sisoulith, the party, state, and people of Laos will continue to get great achievements in successfully implementing the resolution of the 11th National Party Congress and the 9th Five-Year Social Economic Development Plan. Informing the host of the outcomes of his meeting with his Lao counterpart Som Say Phi Van Don, the Intergovernmental Committee's 47th meeting at the Vietnam-Laos Cooperation and Investment Conference 2025, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính highlighted that the two sides reviewed bilateral cooperation in all areas since the previous session of the Intergovernmental Committee, agreed on measures to solve many outstanding problems, and put forward directions for bilateral cooperation in 2025. Welcoming the outcomes of the 47th session, the top leader of Laos appreciated the strong directions by the Politburo of Vietnam, especially those by General Secretary Tô Lâm and Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, in implementing the high-level cooperation agreements and plans with focus on resolving the difficulties and obstacles facing many projects. He spoke highly of the great efforts and determination by the two countries' governments, sectors, and localities to foster bilateral ties, asking for stronger implementation of the issues agreed upon by the two sides' leaders. He also suggested further strengthening the economic connectivity between Laos and Vietnam, particularly in finance, infrastructure, transport, energy, telecommunications, and tourism. At the end of the meeting, the two leaders sent each other best wishes on the occasion of the upcoming New Year 2025 and Vietnamese Lunar New Year. On January the 10th in Vientiane, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính and his Lao counterpart Somsay Sivandon attended the groundbreaking ceremony for the Laos-Vietnam Friendship Park, a symbol of the solidarity between the two nations. The park, covering over 30,000 square meters, is located in Saitani district, an area planned to be a new urban center following the expansion of the capital. At the heart of the park is a large square and an artificial lake surrounded by green spaces. Notably, at the central square, a group of bas-reliefs depicts the historical and cultural elements of Laos, with the flags of Laos and Vietnam fluttering above. In the foreground, statues of three Vietnamese and Lao leaders, President Ho Chi Minh of Vietnam and Presidents Cây Sòn from Vihan and Suvarnu from Laos, are prominently displayed. The Laos-Vietnam Friendship Park is a gift from the Vietnamese Party, State and People to the Lao Party, State and People, presented in the turnkey format. On January the 10th, General Phan Van Giao, Minister of National Defense, paid a visit to inspect combat readiness mission and presented TED gifts to officers and soldiers at Yên Bai and Phu Thọ Provincial Military Commands. Following the policies and directions of the superiors, Yên Bai Province has well performed the task of maintaining national defense and security in the area, building the whole people defense disposition associated with the people's security posture, consolidating defensive areas at all levels. The minister requested officers and soldiers of the Yên Bai Provincial Military Command to further uphold the spirit of solidarity, focused on building a military force with comprehensive quality and high combat strength, while promoting its core role in local defense military tasks. Working at Phu Thọ Provincial Military Command, General Phan Van Giao noted that the unit should continue to thoroughly grasp and effectively implement the party and state's policies and guidelines on national defense and security, build a comprehensively strong provincial military force with comprehensive quality and high combat readiness. On that occasion, Phu Thọ Provincial Military Command was expected to hold a joyful and safe celebration, coordinate with the local authorities to organize practical and meaningful gratitude activities. On the morning of January the 10th, Vice President Võ Thị Ánh Xuân visited and extended New Year greetings to the officers and soldiers of the Phu Thọ Provincial Military Command on the occasion of the 2025 Lunar New Year. The Vice President was pleased to see that the Phu Thọ Provincial Armed Forces had successfully completed all assigned tasks, particularly the safe environment in responding to the consequences of Typhoon Jagi and the collapse of Phong Châu Bridge, which helped stabilize the lives of the people. She urged the Provincial Military Command to thoroughly implement the party's resolutions and comprehensively carry out military and defense tasks to ensure that the people can celebrate the Lunar New Year peacefully and joyfully. She requested the Provincial Military Command to direct relevant agencies and units to maintain strict combat readiness and address situations promptly and effectively. The Vice President wished the officers and soldiers a new year filled with joy, happiness, and new achievements while maintaining high combat readiness. Coming up next, Vietnam remains biggest rice supplier for Philippines. Vietnam an attractive destination to foreign investors. Vietnam maintained the Philippine top rice supplier, covering 3/4 of the total import volume, or about 3.56 million tons. The country rice imports in 2024 rose to a new all-time high of almost 4.7 million tons as the country turned to foreign supplies to plug its shortfall in domestic stocks and temper retail prices of the staple. The Philippine government officials earlier attributed the increase in rice imports to the need to beef up domestic supplies amid the extreme weather conditions faced by farms in the first half of last year. In 2024, the disbursed FDI capital in Vietnam is estimated to reach approximately $25.35 billion, of 9.4% over 2023, making the highest disbursement level ever recorded. In the context of slowing international investment flows, Vietnam is considered a bright spot in FDI capital attraction. The government's efforts to improve the investment environment, the development of infrastructure, and a stable political and social environment are the main have led to a high influx of foreign investment in Vietnam. Samsung, a familiar brand in the electronics market in Vietnam, the largest foreign direct investor in Vietnam by far, has been operating major projects in Bắc Ninh, Thái Nguyên, and Ho Chi Minh City with a total investment capital of up to $22.4 billion. Samsung's mobile phone production output in Vietnam accounts for over 50% of this gross output globally. The journey of Samsung in Vietnam is the example of the win-win game in the spirit of Samsung's success in Vietnam's success. This enterprise plans to invest an additional $1 billion each year in the country in the coming term. Samsung, like many FDI enterprises from the Republic of Korea, is considering Vietnam as a promising destination. Vietnam's investment environment has constantly been improved. Korean enterprises in Vietnam highly appreciate the efforts of the Vietnamese government in supporting Korean businesses. The Vietnamese government has also invested greatly in developing infrastructure, roads, and railways. Many enterprises are seeking to expand their investment in Vietnam. By the end of 2024, the total direct investment capital from the Republic of Korea in Vietnam had reached nearly $87.5 billion for more than 10,000 investment projects, accounting for 25% of the total number of projects and more than 18% of the total assisted FDI capital in Vietnam. Along with the Republic of Korea, enterprises coming from Japan also highly appreciate the investment environment in Vietnam. JETRO surveys show that Japanese enterprises continue to consider Vietnam as one of the second most attractive and potential markets, second only to the U.S. market. Japanese companies highly appreciate their business operations in Vietnam. In a survey, when asked about future business expansion, Japanese companies ranked Vietnam second after the U.S. in terms of investment potential. Japanese companies highly appreciate the investment environment in Vietnam, including market size and growth potential, stable political and social environment, and low labor costs. In addition, a large number of foreign business delegations have visited and promised to invest in Vietnam. Notably, the chairman of NVIDIA returned to Vietnam in December 2024 and officially signed a cooperation agreement with the country for the establishment of an AI research and development center and an AI data center. In addition to NVIDIA, a wide range of large enterprises also look to expanding their operations in Vietnam. Vietnam is bringing a number of opportunities to European business community. Vietnam's attraction to foreign investment owes to stable investment environment, a well-educated workforce, and a government that is open to dialogue with businesses. We are positive about investment in Vietnam in the future. In 2025, foreign investment capital in Vietnam is forecast to increase sharply, with a disbursement rate exceeding $30 billion thanks to reforms, especially in the investment sector. With positive results in 2024, domestic and foreign investment in 2025 promises to contribute significantly to economic growth towards the economic growth target in 2025. It is the end of English News Bulletin today. You'll watch our news again at QPVN.vn. For the goodbye and see you next time.